have to submit a story this week. Why shouldn't I make a story out of it? Don't you think that would be a great idea? Land of bondage, land of freedom. Once upon a time, the Tao owned a piece of land. It was all he owned, but he cherished it. Forgiving three things, having which he was content. Life, first of all, and liberty, and happiness. Then one day the Spaniard came and commanded him to pay tribute to the crown of Spain. The Tao paid tribute, and he was silent. He was certain that he was still the master of his land. The Spaniard became rich. With riches, evil entered into him, and he came to the Tao a second time. He read to the Tao formidable document saying, according to this declaration, which unfortunately you cannot read, this that you have been paying me is not tribute, but rent. For this land is not yours, but mine. The Tao paid tribute and said nothing. He ceased to be a free man. He became a servant. The rent went up and up. The Tao starved. And this time, at last, is hope. Not in words, no, not in words, but with that rustic instrument with which he cleared the land once he sold, the todo. He transformed it from an instrument of tillage to an instrument of death, and with it, drove away the stranger. Then he returned to his field, saying, how indeed shall I again be the master of this land? Once my own, but stolen from me by the trickery of quicker wits than mine. But the Tao was wrong, for the land had another master. This time, not a stranger, but his own countryman, grown rich. The Tao has a new name, Kasama, which to us means smart, but to the Tao meant still a slave. For once more, he suffered from his countrymen the same thing he had suffered from that stranger. The rents, the usury, and all the rest of it. Yes, the Tao returned to his field, thinking that he was free, but he soon discovered that he was still a prisoner. His prison, to a room shagged and by every wind, without any comfort, except that 3 families have there the privilege to starve. The Tao's home has become his very prison. Its doors, if you can call them such, are wide open. It's a prison nonetheless. For the Tao is bound to it. Not with chains of steel, you're wrong. Not with chains of steel, but with a stronger chain. His honor. And to this day, the Tao remains a slave, a prisoner of the usurer. No wonder then that Tao, being a slave, has acquired the habits of slave. No wonder that after that 3 centuries in chains, without freedom, without hope, he should lose the erect and posture of a free man, and become the bent, misshapen, insolent, vicious, pitiful thing that he is. Who dares accuse him? Who dares rise up in judgment against this man? The Tao does not come here tonight to be judged, but to judge. Here then is accusation and his sentence. I indict the Spanish encomendero for inventing impossible to bear. I indict the usurer for saddling me with debts impossible to pay. I indict those irresponsible radical leaders who undermine with insidious eloquence the confidence of mankind in our government. You accuse me of not supporting my family. My family? Free me from bondage, and I shall prove you false. You accuse me of ignorance. You accuse me of ignorance, but I am ignorant because my master finds it profitable to keep me ignorant. Free me from bondage, and I shall prove you false. You accuse me of indolence? Go ahead, accuse me. But I am indolent, not because I have no will, but because I have no hope. Why should I labor if all the fruits of my labor would go to pay an unpayable debt? Free me from bondage, and I shall prove you false. Give me land. Land to own. Land beholden to any tyrant. Land that will be free. Give me land, for I am starving. Give me land that my children may not die. Sell it to me. Sell it to me at a fair price, as one free man sells to another, and not as a usurer who sells to a slave. I am poor. I am poor. I am poor, but I will pay it. I will work. Work until I fall from earnest for my privilege, for my inalienable right to be free. If you will not grant me this, if you will not grant me this last request, this ultimate man, then build a wall around your home. With a tide, build it strong. Place a center in every parapet. For I have been silent for this 300 years. Will come in the night when you are visiting. My cry and my bolo at your door. May God have mercy on your soul. That would be a great story.